Alright, so my name is Joshua Zubek, and this is my Electrical Engineering 101 Public Media Communications assignment. So, for this presentation I'm going to address two questions. Why is engineering ethics important to your community? And I'm also given a engineering ethical issue where I try to find a solution to a problem that may or may not have a good solution. But first things first, why is ethics important? Well, ethics in engineering is one of those things that's very easy to forget because engineers often, get lost in making cool stuff, and they don't spend a whole lot of time thinking about, the ethical implications of whatever cool stuff they build. They aren't required to take the same kind of vows and things that doctors have to do to promise to do no harm, so they're just kind of left to their own devices to determine what is considered ethical and unethical. So in this particular situation, I was given a dilemma where a village which hasn't had access to modern medicine for the better part of a decade is currently undergoing plans by a bunch of engineers who want to put it in a hospital. And by putting it in the hospital, we will drastically increase life expectancy of occupants in the village, and everything will be really cool, except by putting in the hospital, it's going to affect the water supply to the village, which may or may not increase cancer in children by like 30%, which is no bueno. So, from the engineering analysis, the hospital will do more good than the energy produced by will do more good than the polluted water will do harm. So they think it's a good idea to put the hospital in. Now, my first idea as a solution to this problem is to switch to an alternative source of power, such as nuclear or hydroelectric. However, it very specifically states in the assignment that, they're trying to find the cheapest way to produce power, and so I'm assuming that neither of these solutions are necessarily affordable. So, what do? Do you put it in the hospital and deal with extra babies getting cancer, or do you just not do anything? Well, I think that putting in the hospital will do more harm than, or will do more good than harm. So I think it's a good idea to put the hospital in. And I know that doesn't immediately sound like a good solution, but here's kind of my game plan as far as the solution goes. So, by putting it in a hospital, we're going to generate new jobs, and by generating new jobs, there's going to be a lot more people who are living in this village who are making a lot of money, and they can afford nice houses, and nice houses need electricity. So if these people with money and nice houses who need electricity can afford to pay for more electricity, that would then allow the purchase of a cleaner source of energy for the village. So, well, immediately putting in the not-so-great source of power in wouldn't necessarily be a good idea. I think that overall the economic gain in the village will enable a cleaner source of energy to replace the source of energy that's polluting the water source. So that's my presentation. I hope my solution makes sense, and that's why I think that creating the hospital is a good idea. Okay, that was like way too long.
Can I say crack now?
No.